Right now we're going to talk about PKW KN 33mm carburetor and matching Boyson reeds, custom built. Something I got coming up. I got things coming in for it. The one thing I want to show about the KN, this is a 33, which is a little bit bigger than your, say, like your 28. This orifice right here, the intake, it's 40mm across. Okay, so when you go onto eBay or VTCYCLES.com or his eBay store, Fast Two Wheels, or any of these places, and they say, okay, we've got a 33mm, this is called an rubber air intake boot. Say, and when they say 33mm, they're not talking about the carb. I believe they're talking about the diameter across here, and you can see it don't fit. Okay. Now these are other. You pee in there, you're dead. Get out of there. These are other intakes that I have and that I've collected over the years, and I keep everything. I keep them, try them, change them. That's the fun of the deal, or the Honda Elite, or whatever you want to call it. These are what's called reed cages, here and here. This goes to the block, this goes to your carb, right here on the other side. This is the same exact thing almost, in black, and this one is made by CT, which is I really like CT. It's, I don't know what it means, but it says CT right there. This black one is different. It's the exact same thing basically. I mean, the black intake reed cage housing. That's your reed cage housing is the same. This intake is a little bit different, and your stock boots, this is also what's known as a carburetor intake boot. So you'll either have this one like this and one like this. If you do order a boot from somewhere, you need two measurements. If you're going to hook up a carburetor, I don't care what it is, you're going to need to know the diameter of your intake, which is right here. This is 33mm on the inside. On the outside is 40mm. So you want to make sure that you get a boot that has the inside diameter of 40mm. The next thing you want to do is you're going to put this boot onto your intake right here. So you're going to need to know the bolt size cross reference. And what that means is we've got 40mm right here that you need, and this one doesn't fit on that. You'll need the distance between the center of this hole and this hole, which is 60mm. That will mean that this will fit onto there, and then it'll fit onto here. And I've got some things coming in where I'm going to make another Boyson reed valve cage. These are Boyson reed valve material. And I've got another experiment that I want to try. We're going to take the reed valves, these cages, these are CT cages. They go right in here. We're going to take these and blueprint them, get them custom fit to put on the new reed material. I want to show you what will happen if you have bad reeds. If you look very closely here, this is a good Well, actually, it's almost a good read, and this one is chewed. You can see the chew marks right there on the edge. Okay, that means that it's not sealing correctly right here. This one has got chew marks right there on the edge, right here. This gives you a poor idle, poor mid-range, and poor top speed. That's why if there's something wrong with your bike, you always want to take this off, unscrew it from your intake, and just look at it. Look at your reeds. See if your reeds are not connecting, or these Boyson reed material is very, very good, but I believe that since I mixed racing fuel in with my gas, it might have affected it. Might have. That's one thing I want to check on. But you cannot go wrong with Boyson. Anything's Boyson. It's quality, costs money, but they do not, as far as I know, make a reed cage like this that fits into either a CT housing or this black housing. Anyway, that's all I want to say on the reeds. I'm waiting for it to warm up. It's still March here. It's cold as hell out, and I'm old, so I have a lot to do, but I'm waiting for it to warm up because the cold just bothers me. I'm pushing 60 years old, and cold just bothers me. All right, and we continue with the 120cc stroke of deal rebuild. Have a good day.